Hello, everybody. It's May the 15th. I'm on my way to the store, pick up some groceries because I have absolutely no food in the house. And today's question or statement is my biggest source of stress comes from blank. I think my biggest source of stress is myself. Like, I stress myself out way more than I should. And it actually talks me out of doing a lot of things in life. Whoa. It's very bumpy today. Yeah, it talks me out of doing a lot of things that I should be doing to improve my situation. And I'm having a really hard time getting out of that. Like, for instance, I keep telling myself I need to go to school, or go back to school. I've already been to college once, but that was worthless. Kind of a disaster in its own right. But yeah, I want to go back and get a social degree. And I keep looking at all these different things. Like, I'm looking for all these excuses to not go. And let me tell you, there's been a lot of good excuses not to go. It has been incredibly hard to make any headway in doing the financing, in doing, I don't know, just like pretty much everything. For instance, like I work at Walmart and they have a college program for free. And when we go, like we have our own little like internet or intranet thing that we can go and look up stuff. So I do, and it says that it offered a degree in psychology. I was super, super excited. So I sign up for it, and they have you they have a counselor call to talk to you just about your, education trajectory, what you want to do, all of that, blah, blah, blah. So I get a call from this lady, and she tells me they don't offer a degree in psychology. They list it as one of their options because you can, in theory, transfer your general credits over to a different school and then continue getting the degree from there. However, she told me that since they are strictly an online school, most of the time those credits will not transfer to a regular school. So I was really frustrated by that. Very shady on Walmart's part, if you ask me. So I go up to the school to talk to somebody about, financial aid and just getting started, and they told me that I would have to declare a major before I could she said I had to declare a major and enroll in order to apply for grants and scholarships and all that kind of stuff, which translated in my mind to, you need to start coming here and then we'll see if you qualify for anything. But the problem is that scares me so bad, having been stuck with the bill for a degree that A, no longer exists, and B, never did me any good in the first place. Like, having experienced that prior to this, I just don't want to. I cannot put myself in that financial situation again. Like, I can't do it all for naught, So I'm using that as an excuse. I had this whole week off because I was supposed to go camping, and then things happened financially that made it so I couldn't. But every single day I was running around doing stuff and didn't have the time to go back up to the school and talk to somebody different, like my therapist suggested, because she says that there's absolutely no way that I wouldn't qualify. so I've been meaning to get back up there, but every single day, like, I thought that I would have plenty of time to go up there and, you know, talk to somebody, get this situation going, and I haven't been able to. It's been ridiculous. It's like the cosmos recognized the fact that I wasn't at work for an additional 40 hours this week and filled it with whatever nonsense it could throw my way. It was very frustrating. I thought that I would get more done this week, and I got nothing at all. If anything, I just created more dishes to do because I was at home eating. And then on top of that, the thought occurs to me, well, if I can't make time enough to just go up to the school and, like, see somebody, how am I supposed to make time to actually go to school, to do the schoolwork? Like, I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna fail because I never do anything, and that scares the crap out of me. There's just so many things that I do to stress myself out and talk myself out of this. Like, I get so stressed that there's no freaking way. There's no freaking way I can do this. See? This is what I mean. Like, I get going on a train and I don't stop. I don't stop until I make sure that for one more day, I don't do anything to try to improve my situation. And, like, on top of that, I just don't think I could do it. I was never a good student. Never, ever, ever. Like, I barely graduated. I'm incredibly intelligent, but that doesn't mean that I don't like schoolwork. It doesn't feel applicable. So you can see just by talking about this that I stress myself out. I just naturally do it to myself with no good reason. But it seems like reasons to me. And it's because I'm scared. I'm constantly scared to do anything different because I know that I'm going to fail. I have failed and failed and failed so many times before. And why should this be any different? You know, like 2 failed marriages. I have, like, a crappy job that, you know, any 18-year-old could get. Like, I just fail. I'm just trying to make it to the point where I die of natural causes or some sort of, like, awful disease so that I can, you know, make it to the afterlife and go, well, at least I didn't kill myself. That's my end goal. Is to just survive until I don't have to anymore. It's so morbid. It's so dark. It's so sad. But that's how it is. I'm going to end here because I really need to. This was, I mean, maybe I needed to say all this stuff, but I don't know. It has put me in a terrible, terrible mood already. So, yeah. Thanks for sticking through this, if any of you did. Probably not, but, you know. I will see you tomorrow for hopefully a better, brighter question. Okay, bye.